it takes a moment for the notifications to go out and for the people to get the notifications and come check out the live. So, welcome to Dish and Dirt. I am Sheriff Clara, and the title is My Response, My Apologies, I Blame You, and It's Not My Fault. Hey guys that are in the bushes, and those who are in the comment section who have yet to post, because we're only a minute in, and I know that some of you are still coming in. I'm going live from my bedroom. It's so cozy in here. I didn't feel like going in the living room and getting on my laptop. Hey, Geraldine. What's up, North Carolina chick? How y'all doing? I haven't seen y'all in a while. I hope life is treating you, well, I know life ain't treating nobody good, so I won't say that. But I hope all is well with y'all, that you still have good health and making your wealth. Hey, Miss Chicago, my #1 supporter. If anybody gonna leave a comment, it's gonna be Miss Chicago. Be it on the wall, in the comment section, or in the chat. Miss Chicago always gonna bless the room. And I thank her. And thank you, Miss Chicago, for that. Now, it says we only have 8 people in here thus far. So before I get into my response, my apologies. I blame you, and it's not my fault. Man, I had to take a long nap today, and I missed a lot of what was going on. Even yesterday, I've been doing my own live streams talking about my spiritual journey and my journey with different relationships and religions, and just being open and honest, because I've always respected honesty, and I do my best to be honest with people as much as I can be. There are times when I lie, usually as a joke, but it really bothers my spirit if I feel like I need to lie to someone because I'm scared to tell the truth. To me, that's a submission to that person. Like that person has control over me, so I need to tell a lie. Nah. So if I'm lying, it's because I'm being super sarcastic. I'm strategizing, but not because I'm trying to hide. It weakens me. Like, man, who the hell are you for that I have to lie? You don't mean nothing to me. I've grown into my maturity. All right, we're getting some more people in here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Dish and Dirt, where I am very relaxed and sitting on my bed talking to y'all. Very calm. I don't want to get into my come get this smoke bag. No, I just want to address some things, respond to some things you guys may be seeing on these YouTube streets, getting my haters together, the ones who make me better. Hey, Sago. How you doing, sweetie pie? Yeah. Okay, we've got enough people in here, I think. But let me talk about these streets first. Man, I'm so glad that a few months ago I decided enough was enough for me. It was around, even really before then, but it was around the time that Biz and I got into our argument that I was like, you know what? This ain't me. I don't want to go years and years back and forth looking for more enemies and arguing, and that's not me. You know, one, I'm too powerful and too strong to keep doing it and wasting my energy doing it. Like, I'm a healer. I'm not a destroyer. I am, but I'm not. It's on the same linear line, and zero is the balance. So either I can go into extreme heal mode, I need to save the world superhero mode, or I go into the extreme dark side and destroy, and I'm going to take everything from you mode. So that's a balance that I must keep for myself, for my own wealth and health. So, yeah, I see what's going on. They hit TJ and Kwame's channel, and you listen. I learned from the bid situation. Don't say nothing. I hear it. I see it. I was there. I heard what Kwame said, and I knew that in that moment he had violated, and somebody was gonna clap him or clap that video. I heard it. I was like, Kwame, that's gonna sound like you targeted an individual and you threatened to slap them. You called them the N-word. You said they weren't black. I was just like, ooh, that's not going to look good. But hopefully he's able to appeal it and YouTube is able to really listen and get a human reviewer on it. I'm not saying that it is going to work because I've had some of the same problems. That's why I don't use too much of TJ stuff over here. Because TJ stuff will get you clapped. I ain't gonna lie. One time I used a Hassan video and used a TJ video. And even somebody else, Taz. And they were able to give me strikes because of the words they said. And two of them didn't have nobody on the screen. So I had to learn myself, but hopefully Kwame will learn. Some things you can't say, or you can't say like he said all of those things about slapping and the N-word and you ain't black, and he targeted the person, and he said their name or something like that, and it was all within like 10 seconds, and that's considered prolonged malicious harassment. So that's why I fuss on my channel about cursing, especially when it's back to back. And so listen, I ain't playing with you. You know what I mean? I want my stinger to come up and I get mad. I'm trying to resist temptation and be not led into temptation. So when people come up and they can't control you control your mouth when you at your job in front of that white man. And I ain't gonna say everybody got a white boss or a white manager or a white supervisor, but I'm going to say that. And that's a fact. It's a thing that we say in our community. You control that tongue when you in front of that white man. You can control your emotions. You control your emotions when you're in front of that cop. You can control your emotions. You just choose not to. And it's very disrespectful when you go to someone's platform and you act like that. See, I had to apologize to Biz and Garrett when I was on their platform arguing with Kevlo. And I said some things on their panel. And I was like, ugh, this is why I don't hit panels or allow myself to be taken off my square or out my square. My safety zone, my boundaries that keep my words in check, I'm grateful for the time I had on my community wall, and I miss it because it taught me to control my words, to control my emotions, and not respond out of my emotions. It taught me to think. It taught me to strategize. See, when you get on panels or you go live, you don't have time to always strategize. You don't always have time to think before you speak. But that community wall gives you time to think about your words. And see, I didn't know anything about this old chat GPT when I was breaking down stuff on my wall, and people loved the things I said, even if my grammar was off. Now, chat GPT polishes many of what I say now, but there was a time, baby, when it was just all me, and I had to make sure my grammar was somewhat right. Y'all know I went to old bad public school systems, and I really take the time to articulate my words so that people could understand what I was saying, because it would frustrate me if they took what I was saying and misunderstood me. Like one time with the whole Kevlo and his snitch record, and Kwame got it, mistaken, misunderstood sometimes, and I had to come back and correct it. And it's like, ugh, and it frustrates me. And it's not the person's fault; it's mine, because I didn't articulate my words right. So, yeah. Let me see what y'all talking about. See who I got in the chat so I can shout y'all out. I like to be poetic and rhyme. What's up, Phoenix Rising? Now, is it Phoenix? Is it your birthday? Or is it Pretty Brown Eyes' birthday? I forget. Happy birthday to whoever one of y'all it is. Hey, the answer. You still working? Deliver that mail, big dog. Hey. What's up, Kevin Ellis? My favorite first mod. You know I always love when you in the building. But I owe you, Kevin Ellis, and I'm gonna give it to you later. What's up, DJ Cleveland Love? How you doing, sweetie pie? CX, what's up? My scholar. Just saying, where you been, girl? You been hiding. Felicia Fee, Monique Hill. Yeah. It's your birthday on the holiday. Get your presents. Hey, hey, Scorpio season in the house. Scorpio season in the house. So, yeah, I saw that one. And you know what was funny? Them brown boys, they must have woke up at the exact same time, because both of them went live within seconds of each other. My phone went boop, boop. I said, what's going on? For me, it was like 5 in the morning. Oh, that's that song, 5 in the morning. However it go, anyway. I said, what's going on? Both of them. TJ, they hit my channel. They hit my channel. TJ, TJ. I've had this conversation with you many times. From the first moment you got your first channel, I said, TJ, you can't put up pictures and go in the way you do. And then you didn't put up pictures, but you were still going in. And I learned from having your stuff on my channel. I got clapped because of your mouth on my channel, and I didn't have no pictures up. So I'm not surprised that, you know, YouTube claps you. They have rules, they have regulations, and I don't always agree, but they're trying to clean up their image or keep their image clean. You know, we don't always agree that they don't clap this one and do clap that one, and it's not fair sometimes. It is fair sometimes because, you know, I clap people. I do. And I get clapped. I do. So I fuss at YouTube. That's not fair. And there are times when people yelling at YouTube saying it's not fair what I do. So they get who they get. It's the battle in war. You know, we say things about people and we should expect them to fight back. Never expect when you go at your enemies or create you enemies, expect them to fight back. Because people got egos. Sometimes I choose my battles like, I think like this. If I respond, how are they going to respond? Am I ready for the response that they give back? Am I ready for that? And I'm like, man, that's just too much. They got it. And then there's other times when I'm like, man, their clap back will be weak. So yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to go ahead and say what I say and speak my mind. So you got to choose. It's no weakness in choosing your battles. It's no weakness in not responding to everything. Silence is powerful because it makes your enemies try to get in your head and find out what you're thinking. And you want them to do that. You want them to try to get in your head because that, let me see, when I get in their head, it's a little different. But when they try to get in mine, I don't know why you want to get in my head because, honey, it's like a jungle sometimes. Make me wonder how I keep from going under. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and keep philosophizing and make up all these wonderful things and rhymes and yeah. Let's see. I see all the birthday shout outs to Miss Phoenix. Just saying she been working hard to finish projects before the end of the year. She said I'll pop in and out. But thank you. I appreciate all of you all of my mods. For it's not hard. It's not always easy being mods for the people in our community because we have haters. And that's okay. Thank you for doing us that favor because it's not your job, but it is something you choose to do as a favor to us. And the least I can do is say happy birthday and shout you out. Anywho, so yeah, I saw the TJ and Kwame situation. And I kind of was watching the Lonnie and the other people situation, and I want to listen sometime to see if they're just going to tell some good jokes, but sometimes, it's a little bit distasteful for me. I don't know if y'all have noticed it when I was on my wall. Certain things I just don't do. And that's just me. It's not a shot to anybody else or judging them in any way. Because you are where you are and you feel the way you feel. But for me, it's just, you know, somebody can watch the UFC. Y'all can watch the UFC and in football and see them flipping through the air and landing on their neck, and y'all like, yeah, and I'm like, ugh, I can't watch that. So I cringe at certain things. I don't watch boxing because I don't really enjoy watching people, because I'm thinking, oh my God, his brain, he's going to be messed up in the brain. Oh my God, he's going to have a concussion. Oh my God, he's breaking things in his body. Oh, why'd he hit him like that? Like, look, I cried when Hulk Hogan and The Rock were wrestling. Come on now. I'm sensitive about this kind of stuff. I don't like. I love a few jokes and stuff, and they funny, but I don't really get into the distasteful. And if I go distasteful, you didn't piss me off. You didn't made me have to come out. Ooh, you didn't made my stinger come out. Now I'm mad. And I usually go back and delete it or whatever, because I realize when I said certain things, I may have said it in anger, or I'm taking jabs, and it's like, come on, don't do that. You're too grown for that. You've matured past that. You gotten past those steps in life. You don't need to do that no more. Even if it is a good jab, even if it's good funny, even if people look at you like, yeah, yeah, you the one, yeah, yeah. People will hype you up. And you thinking, yeah, they on my side. I got the viewers, I got the people. What do you gain? You lose your soul. You lose yourself. Because that's not what you really wanted to do. That's why in that situation with Biz, I didn't have a problem with him roasting anybody, even the children. Hey, that's what he felt. But I knew from previous conversations, Biz didn't want to go in on that child or any of the children on the screen. I know that he wanted to go in on Kevlo. So me intervening was just saying, hey, I know you don't want to do that. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. But I'm just going to let you know that's not who you think it is. And he can make the choice to say, well, you know what? Cool. It's not who I thought it is, but I'm still going to go in on him. Cool. He said things about your kids. Cool. Do what you do. But in that moment, I knew that's not what he wanted. So it's not to stop him from getting his shit off or saying what he want to say. I just knew what he didn't want to do in that moment. So, yeah, I'm that way, that sometimes it's like, you mature past that. There's certain things you just don't do. Some things that I did 5 minutes ago, I wouldn't do now, because I learned from it. I matured from it. Come on now, we still talking about goo goo gaga? No, we don't do those things no more. We've matured past it. We don't cry about everything anymore. Why? Because we learn to use our words, right? Some things you just mature past. You don't go to your boss or your manager every time something go wrong and cry. No, you express yourself with words. Now, if you still crying, and that's where you are, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, cool. I don't know how far it's going to get you, but that's where you are. So, that's just not where I am. And one thing I do detest is repeating myself. Oh, I really do not, because it makes me think that the person is slow, and I'm repeating myself to someone who's mentally not there. And it's a waste of time and energy, because they're still not going to get it. So I just walk away, shake my head, and be like, okay, you just not going to get it. You just don't have it. You lack the comprehension. Which is why, for that brother that was on Biz and Garrick's panel, and I said to him, I asked him, did he know what she was talking about? And he said something about an autistic son, and I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, she doesn't have an autistic son. Her son passed away. You don't know what's going on. You just hear cursing, a few jokes in between. She smile, key, and you're not really paying attention to what's really being said. You know, it's like you can read a book, and then as soon as you're done, someone asks you, what happened in the book? What did you just read? And you're like, huh? What did I just read? You can say you read it, but you really didn't comprehend it. So you got to go back and go line upon line, precept upon precept to really get an understanding of what you just read. Because if you can't repeat what you just read, then you didn't learn it, you didn't understand it, you didn't comprehend it. So when I have to repeat myself over and over and explain something over and over, I'm starting to feel like I'm talking to people who lack comprehension or who are too lazy to listen and who may be so caught up in their hate, they're going to hear it their own way no matter what I say. So I'm not going to continuously repeat myself. Now, if y'all are in here and you like me and you like what I'm saying, hit that like button for me, please. Now, I know I got some people who are waiting for me to respond to some of the things that I've been talking about. Some things that people have been talking about. And I'm going to get to that. But I'm going to go back to some of the things I've seen on these streets. I know I talked about my sister Lonnie and some of the things she's going through. And I'm grateful that she's going through those things because haters make you greater. And I'm not saying everyone is hating on her and they're bad people. No. I'm saying there's a blessing in every lesson. And I hope she learns it and she comes out this beautiful butterfly. Because as she's in this cocoon and she's fighting them off, she's fighting off those demons and they not out. They not on the outside of her. Those are the demons on the inside. See, them people that she see on the outside, that's just the manifestation of what's going on the inside. And when she comes out of all of this, she gonna be this beautiful butterfly. You just wait. She's gonna come out with just awesome. I already see it. I expect it. I expect her to get what her creator, what her spirit is trying to do for her. Because the best fruits and vegetables come from manure. When it's grown in manure, poop, shit. When it's mixed in that soil, oh, it's got all the good nutrients. And we get some of the best fruits and vegetables. And good trees and bushes. So when she comes out, baby, she gonna come out stronger. She gonna come out wiser. She gonna come out shining like a diamond. So congratulations, Lonnie. Appreciate those who hate because they're doing their job. Just like I appreciate the ones I hate. And sometimes I gotta do things to motivate them to go a little step further. A little step further. But I always know I'm gonna come out shining like a diamond. Hey. And I'm talking low like this because, you know, it's something more intimate when you're on your phone talking on vertical versus when I'm on StreamYard over there on the desktop. It's not as intimate. And, but anyhow, this ain't uncut. Whew, I had to check myself. Ooh, let me check the chat and see what y'all doing. Dimple D, hey, Taran. I know you're going live to celebrate sister's birthday. That's beautiful. Hey, Mike Jones, how you doing today? I hope all is well. Sassy, are you in the house? I didn't see you, girl. Oh, there you go. I missed you, my bad. Yeah, I'm glad y'all are here. I know the topic is my response, my apologies, and two more things. Oh, I blame you, and it's not my fault. And I know I got some haters in here that are waiting for me to get to those parts. They've been out there, they've been hating, and they want to see what my response is going to be. I know y'all are here, but give me a minute. I'm going to give you what you want. All of it. I promise. Baby, I don't lie to you. You my haters. I got to be honest with you, right? But, yeah. And then, I can mention Kev Slow, but boy, he was explaining. I don't even, child. To me, like I said, I don't play with those kind of people in my real life, and I'm not going to play with them on YouTube, because YouTube is still my real life, because it's the mind of Yaya. So it's not, a place that is going to affect me outside of YouTube. So that's why we say real life. But you know what I mean? Listen, so long as you don't take my bed away from me, electricity, water, gas, and whatever else, honey, hey, buy food. People trying to steal at the store and take all the food, whatever. I'm good. I'm good. Because, we get on here, we get irate as if we lost something. What did you lose, baby? Hollering and screaming and this is this, and what did you lose? A little pride? A little ego? When you logged off, did you still have your toes, your eyes, your nose? Everything still good? Your bills still paid? Your man still good? Your woman still good? Your children still good? Did they get affected? No. So it's okay. It's okay. You'll be all right. If it gets that serious where it's affecting your sleep, where it's affecting your family, then affecting your body, then log off for a little while. Maybe log off forever. But if it's not affecting you, if it's making you better and greater, keep going live. Keep being a part of the YouTube community. Yeah. So anyhow, so let me guess. Let me see. What else? What else have I seen out here that I wanted to talk about and address before I get into the mess? Okay. Alrighty. Now it's time to get into my response. There's a few people that are waiting. They didn't hit the like button. So they're waiting for my response. And I gave them time to come on in so they can hear it. And I'm ready. Earlier today, I was on my Dish and Dirt Uncut wall, being poetic as I am, expressing my emotions and feelings and giving myself therapy and healing and allowing my words to flow, my heart to flow, just my spirit vibe. And, some people wait for that feeling when they at church. No, I create that feeling right here in my bedroom, and I don't need sex. I create that feeling when I'm at my desktop. I create that feeling when I'm on my wall and I'm in my bag and I'm expressing myself. And I got into it with myself, with my words. And I don't want to say got into it, but I was getting deep into my thoughts and my feelings. And I was like, yeah, it's early, but I'm feeling it. So, usually I don't go live on Uncut and really, cut up. And I was like, yeah, I'm in that mood to show them that other side, you know. So it was early. One thing I've learned about men, they want it in the morning, in the middle of the night, hey, it don't matter. So I said, okay, I'm going to give them some morning love. So I'm responding to my live and apologizing to the men and to my sisters who were listening, who wanted to support me, but like, dang, sis, you got to really talk about ice cream like that? You got to be talking about you creaming and all this crazy stuff, girl. I can't be in here listening to that. So I apologize to my sisters. And I apologize to my brothers. Because, I was in my bag and I was talking that talk. And, you know, trying to get an arousal. And I hope I didn't cause any blue balls, but I really was trying to get into their mind because I believe in a good mind fuck. And that was my aim this morning. So I apologize to my sisters who may have been listening because my thoughts were selfish. I just wanted to do my womanly duty and make men feel wanted, needed, loved, appreciated. So I was in my bag, talking real reckless, a little freakish. And I have to admit that even now it's making me want to go back over there and do a little bit more. So I'm going to pull myself out of that and say, Miss Yaya, I blame you. So it's not Clara's fault. Yaya, she is a hot little goddess. I lied to you not. She get hot, and then she get hotter, and then she get melt your ice cream hot just from a look. So that's why I started this live, because I wanted to apologize to my sisters and my brothers who I might have mind fucked. So yeah, this was a little bit of clickbait. I must admit, I have been a trick or treat a time or two. And this was a prelude. Is it a prelude? No, a prelude comes before. So this was a afterlude of Halloween, my trick or treat. Now y'all get off my live stream, because that's all I really had to say. Thank you, haters, for the watch. I don't need watch hours. And because I'm not making money off of it, thank you for the algorithm. The analytics got me looking good out here to the haters. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all have a good night. Oh, Kevin Ellis, I do apologize, baby. But I'm not going to lie to you. If you come back on my uncut, I'm going to do the same thing again. Because you going to give me that good mind.